Welcome back to Giggles and Glutes. In our last episode, we spoke about becoming you again and how to reconnect with your identity and stepping into your own confidence.
And today, we're keeping that same energy but diving into something that sounds super intimidating, but it isn't actually, and that is discipline.
But this is not just any kind of discipline. Today, we are talking about the soft kind of discipline, the kind of discipline that doesn't burn you out, that doesn't make you hate yourself, and that does not make you want to cry into a bag of chips at 9 p.m. every single night.
So basically, discipline you can live with, not the hustle harder, push more kind. We are not here for that. We are soft queens.
Absolutely. So let's start by clearing up this massive misconception. A lot of women think that discipline is punishment.
Exactly. You know, the mindset of, I skipped the gym today, so I hate myself forever. That's not discipline. That's emotional torture.
100%. Soft discipline is completely the opposite. It's showing up for yourself consistently without pressure and without all of those extremes where you guilt yourself into saying, I didn't do enough. I am not doing the best that I can do more, even though you have done your best.
Yeah, and I think we need to think of it like brushing your teeth. You don't hate yourself if you forget one day. You should, but you don't. You just get back. You just get back to it the next day because that's consistency. I hope brushing the teeth is a bad example. So I hope you're not skipping twice a day, guys. Twice a day.
You know, just on this, I saw a video on TikTok. I think it was TikTok or Instagram, I can't remember. But this woman said, she was like, I think you Americans are onto something. I'm on day 4 of showering every day. I was like, excuse me, what do you mean? What do you mean you're on day 4? This first comment was like, I'm on year 47 of washing myself every day. So we really do hope that this is the consistency because, I mean, no shame.
I shower twice a day.
Oh, do you know what I mean? I'm like, this is wild. This is wild. But anyway.
But also in relation to your teeth, it can affect your heart health. You can literally get a heart attack if you don't brush your teeth daily because of the bacteria in your mouth. So brush your teeth twice a day. Yeah.
That is crazy, actually.
So you can kill yourself with your bad breath.
And we're not about that. We are all about consistency. And here is the research shows that consistency is far more effective than intensity. You'll see better results doing a little every day than going full beast mode once a week and then quitting. And this is something we see all the time. And people never understand, why can't I train 5-6 days a week when I'm just starting out? Because no, ma'am, you're not going to last. For longevity, that's what you are wanting. Baby steps, steps. Journey, it's not a race.
Yeah, and this is exactly why the American Sports Council recommends 30 minutes a day for 5 days a week, because it's better to do shorter periods consistently than to do 2 sessions in the week of 45 minutes, you know, because in that 45 minutes, you not counting in your warm-up and your cool-down. And if you are, then you are technically only doing 30 minutes twice a week. So
yeah, that is true.
So soft discipline is basically long-term self-respect over short-term punishment.
Wow, power in those words. So let's talk about why we've been sold this idea that more is better. Who even came up with this?
I think Instagram has a lot to do with it because it makes it seem like everybody is crushing it 24/7. Everybody's lifting heavy, everybody's eating perfectly, running marathons. Everyone in Cape Town is doing high rocks, from what I can tell, and
Same.
having perfect skin.
Yeah, same. Meanwhile, real life looks like you're trying to find your matching socks and your coffee is cold by the time that you sit down. There's so many things that Instagram doesn't show you. It really is highlight reels, the best parts of
Yeah.
life. And it's so easy for you to get into that mindset of seeing, oh my word, she woke up at 5 a.m. this morning. She's gone for a walk. She fed her cat. She done her hair. She done her face routine. Her bed is made. And excuse me, my alarm only goes off at 6. Like, what do you mean you've done all of this before 7? Give me
Yeah.
a
Yeah.
second, you know?
Yeah.
And then you feel like, shall I do the same? But your lifestyle doesn't
Mm.
suit that. So,
Yeah,
you know,
because you need to be at work at 7. You know,
exactly. Like,
yeah.
yeah.
And science backs all of this up. And basically, we know that willpower is not infinite. The more we push ourselves without breaks, the less effective our discipline becomes. Because when you are tired, your mind can't concentrate.
Yeah, for sure. And this is exactly spot on. One study actually showed that people who are sleep deprived and stressed or multitasking so many things in their lives, their ability to stick to healthy habits drop dramatically.
Yeah, because of convenience, the
Yes.
more things you have to do, what are you going to do? Go to McDonald's because it's the shortest thing. Quickly, I need to get something in my body.
Yeah.
What are you going to drink? Something fizzy or an energy drink because I need some energy because you're feeling so low in your energy. So
Yeah.
that is 100% true. And all of that, just do more. Where does that energy come from? So it's basically an endless trap. You're putting or setting yourself up for failure.
Yes, 100%. But soft discipline says, let's design your life so it's easier to succeed. Environment over willpower, tiny wins over massive effort. Doesn't that just sound nice? Just even just saying that, it sounds better.
Yeah, and it sounds manageable and sustainable, which is so
Realistic.
important. Yeah, but we also need to get tactical about it. So, tiny wins, that's how soft discipline works.
Absolutely. And we start with one promise a day, not anything crazy and not something that you cannot fail. Do not set yourself up for failure. Be realistic.
Something like what? What do you recommend?
Okay, so you could do a 10-minute walk if the weather's nice where you are staying right now. Make an effort to actually go outside. If the weather's not great and you want to do something different, there's numerous and endless videos on YouTube that you could do to just shake things up. Maybe some yoga, Pilates, and meditation, even whatever. Or you could just put on Giggles and Glutes in your earphones while you make yourself a cup of tea. You could even do that. Or you could drink water before breakfast. Tell yourself in the morning, the first thing I'm going to do, I'm going to break my fast with a glass of water. Do that. 20 squats. You can log one meal. You can send work emails that you have been procrastinating on. You can check if the city of Cape Town sent you your water bill. You can,
Shade.
but you could do any of these things that are manageable, something that you can't fail, something realistic, not something out of reach.
And you'd be amazed at how one tiny success rewires your brain for confidence. It's literally building dopamine pathways. Your brain says, oh, I can trust myself again. I got this.
Exactly. Yeah, for sure. And soft discipline isn't about perfection, it's about progressive trust with yourself. Like when I moved, I said to myself, I really want to cook a Sunday lunch. I haven't been cooking Sunday lunch because I'm alone. There's no point in, making all
Yeah.
of this food, whatever. And then I thought, screw it, man. I can scale down my ingredients and I can actually cook a Sunday lunch for one. And by
Yeah.
the end of it, I feel so grown and I feel so
Yes.
accomplished.
I
I
know.
made this meal, and now I'm eating this meal. And it's just like I feel put together. And it's not
Yeah.
something that is crazy. And I'm not a professional chef. I don't know what I'm doing half the time, but I did make this meal. And for that, I am celebrating myself for it because, you know,
Since we had this conversation about Sunday lunch and like craving your mom's Sunday lunch a couple of weeks ago,
yeah,
we spent a lot of Sundays at home because either Ella was sick or Andy's parents were sick. And if you know our Sunday routine, every Sunday we go and
yes,
have
you and
lunch with
Andy's
Andy's
parents.
parents.
Yeah.
So we've been at home a bit more. And I said the last time that I haven't really been able to cook on Sundays. But I've been cooking on Sundays now, like my mom used to cook, and our video caller on Sundays. I'm like, Mom, how do I make this? Mom, how do I make this? And then she's like,
That's the
they're
best part,
explaining to
actually.
me. Then she's there explaining to me. So I've also been enjoying making Sunday lunch. And I just
Yeah.
want to say, the Monday after, we still had food left over. And I just remember thinking as a child when we ate food on Monday from Sunday, I used to think, oh, not this again. But this Monday, I was so happy because that meant that
Course.
when I came from work, I didn't have to cook again. It was like, oh, I need to do this more often.
It's the best thing. It's the best thing. Somebody actually said to me when I did that once, and I posted it on my Instagram, and I was like, yesterday's leftovers. And somebody said it's not leftovers because you actually did a meal prep. And I was like, wow,
Yeah.
because had I meal prepped, I wouldn't have called the food leftovers. The mindset
Oh,
should
that's
be,
amazing.
yeah,
And one more tip is to create a minimum daily standard. And this is the baseline, the non negotiable. We spoke about this in last week's episode. So that even on low days, you still meet the baseline and you don't feel like you failed or like you didn't achieve what you set out to do. And then that
yeah,
overwhelming feeling of disappointment just completely vanishes.
yeah, 100%. And when doing this, it's very important the words that you use. Don't say, I want to, or I would like to, or I wish I could. Say, I will.
Hmm.
I will do this thing. Tell your brain that it will do this thing so that your brain will
Yeah.
remind you because it's a non negotiable. You will. There is no if, maybe, but. And
Yeah.
that's it. Everything else that you do is a bonus from everything
Yeah.
that you do, your walks, you love your food, whatever it is, it's a bonus after that.
Yeah, and let's be honest, the biggest barrier to self discipline is guilt. It's that
Yeah,
guilt of not achieving what you wanted to achieve,
yeah,
and because you set the expectation so high. And if you can eliminate that, then why not?
exactly. And this is the I should, I must, I failed. Like this
Hmm.
spiral, it just continues over and over again. And then you put yourself in the naughty corner for no reason.
Yeah. And the secret is that guilt never motivates long term. It just makes you hate yourself and then quit and then hate the process, hate the journey, hate the people that were there during that time.
Yeah,
Becomes such a dark thing, when it doesn't
yeah,
have to
yeah.
be.
And in turn, you actually become sour about it,
Yeah,
actually. You become sour. And a lot of the time, you don't actually realize how, when you have a negative insight on one thing, how that translates through everything else in your day, actually.
yeah,
You put yourself down for everything that you will do
yeah,
in that day. And if something bad happens again, you go, oh my word, what is this day? Another bad thing that's happened. Or why
yes,
am I the victim or the target
yeah.
today or whatever? And then that's your mindset. So it's very important that you reframe this. If you missed a workout, you didn't fail. You just didn't do that action today. And that's absolutely okay because there were so many things happening throughout the day that you couldn't get to it. It's justifiable and that's fine. You don't need to convict yourself. Tomorrow is a new day. It's another opportunity for you to then change that, make it possible
Yeah,
because you said that you will do it.
yeah, for sure. And I have a tip that my psychologist taught me. And as someone that has neurodivergence, sometimes I obsess over stuff and I over high fixate on stuff. And yeah, so I would always then visualize a road and I would be like, I'm at this crossroad now. What can I do to change it? Whatever situation I feel is overwhelming me. If I can't change this thing, I take a deep breath, I exhale all of that built up energy out of my mouth, and then I try to think, what can I do? And then that is how I take my next steps, because otherwise I will just be stuck in that rut. And I it's such a hectic thing. And the thing is, the overwhelming feeling that you're going to experience it every single time. Or at least in my case, it didn't change the feeling, but what it has changed is how I react and how I get myself out of being in the circle that I feel trapped in that moment in time. So take a breath, think about how you can positively change the situation to make it a positive outcome for you, and then that's how you move forward. And science calls this self-compassion. Study shows that people who are kind to themselves stick to habits far longer than those who consistently punish themselves. And we just don't want that for you.
Yeah. And if you think about it, it makes sense when you are compassionate and you are soft with yourself and you're sticking to this thing because you have the mindset towards it that I enjoy it, I actually want to do this. But when you have this negativity towards something that you want to do, but you don't really want to do it because it's negativity, it's tied to negativity, it makes you feel heavy. It makes you feel like Zoe was saying earlier on, you hate it and then you do it and you hate it and you quit and you hate it and you quit, and you can never break that. So it's so important to have that mindset shift. So soft discipline equals self-compassion plus consistency. You need to be compassionate with yourself, be patient with yourself, be kind to yourself, speak nice to yourself, and then do that consistently with the things that you are wanting to achieve. And that is what soft discipline is.
Yeah, for sure. It's basically, I know how you treat your favorite client, and I know how I treat my favorite client. And you need to treat yourself how you treat your favorite client. That person can be late, that person can cancel on the last minute, and you are like, it's fine, we can find a new time for you, no problem. So treat yourself like you treat your favorite client and not your worst enemy.
Self-discipline is also environmental. So this makes success so much easier.
Yes, examples of this would be to meal prep, like you just mentioned, so that you don't grab sugar out of convenience, because we know how easy that is. Oh, I don't have a meal, so I'm just going to have this fruit bar with 1,000 kilojoules of sugar. Have your gym bag ready to go. That is the biggest hack ever. Just have it ready to go, calendar blocking, block that time out for yourself for movement. Put it in your calendar, be like, this is my time and I am not gonna miss it. And then place your water bottle on your desk in your eye view, not like on the side or whatever, like right next to where your laptop is or where your computer is standing. That's where you place your water bottle, and make sure that it's a straw bottle. I swear to you, make sure it's a straw bottle, so that when you get that moment of thirst, you can just be like, and then get back to working. And then you don't have to stop what you're doing, open the bottle, drink, close the bottle, put it back. There's so many extra steps, and in our previous episode on habits, we spoke about eliminating as much extra steps that you need to do to make the hack or to make the task simpler for yourself.
And also, all these small tweaks, they need to be consistent with the wins, basically almost automatic. When you do this, you feel this. When you do this, you reward this. It's automatic. It's like one package deal.
Yeah, it's about working with life and not against it.
Yeah.
Ocean to the motion.
Okay, so let's give you listeners some actionable strategies that you could possibly start today. We have touched on them in the previous episode, but in case you needed that extra reminder, we will run through them with you again. So you pick one tiny habit, you walk, you journal, you stretch. 10 minutes, 15 minutes, whatever your schedule allows for you to do that you can do that. And then you set a minimum standard non-negotiable small action, whatever that may be. Drink water, mark the calendar, take your food for tonight out of the freezer, whatever it is that's important, but you're going to do it every day. And then the environment hack is prep, set reminders, remove friction. It's very important that you remove friction. If there's something that's going to stand in the way of you doing this thing, remove it. Remove
Yeah.
it now. Otherwise, it's never going to happen. Track your wins and not your losses. This one is so important because a lot of the time we shoot ourselves down for everything that we did wrong, that we forget how many things we did right in this day. And we fixate on that and we drag ourselves down because of it. So,
Yeah.
wins, when you did something that was amazing, you actually woke up when your alarm went off this morning, you got out of bed first thing. That's a win. You didn't snooze, win. You brushed your teeth first thing, win. You drank a
Yeah.
glass of water, win. You're leaving the house on time, amazing. You didn't swear at anybody on the road,
Yeah.
win. Massive, that's a massive win that you had no road rage on the way to work. And lastly, self compassion check. Replace the I failed with I tried and I will try
Yeah.
again tomorrow.
Yeah. And the beauty of all of this is that when you do these small things consistently, big changes follow without force
Mm,
and without stress.
mm,
You don't
mm,
have to constantly feel like you are in this rut or you are in a
mm,
race with yourself, by yourself,
yeah.
and all the seven people in your mind.
Mm.
And you just
Mhm.
take all that pressure away, you know?
Yeah, yeah. I just got a visual when you said that. Like, imagine yourself chasing yourself with like
Yes,
seven mini versions of yourself, and you're running in circle and you're
yes,
just chasing yourself until you actually
yes,
realize, like, I can stop and I can walk. I don't have to be running in this loop. And then you can pick all of those up, those little yous that are following you along the way, pick them up and put them where they belong, you know? And then in this peace,
yeah,
harmony, the world
yeah,
is restored. And this is
yeah.
exactly how soft discipline is. It is slow, but it is durable and it sticks like glue.
And I think the best of all is that it feels good. It
Mm,
feels good that you're not exhausted, that you're not burnt out and miserable
mm,
all the time. And you can actually then enjoy your growth. You can enjoy
mm,
your time in the gym. You can enjoy preparing your meals. You can enjoy trying new recipes because there's no burden of, I have to have chicken and rice today, then I have to
yes.
have sweet potato, then I have to
Mm,
have only soups. You
mm,
know, it's just,
yeah.
it's unnecessary.
Yeah, 100%. Couldn't agree more. So that is it for episode 2, soft discipline, tiny wins, self compassion, and building momentum without hustle culture.
And remember, the beginning of the year is not about forcing yourself. It's about starting the chapter kindly, showing up for yourself gently, and feeling proud while doing all of these things. And if you enjoyed this episode as much as we did, please don't forget to give us a like. It really helps us to grow our community and get the word out to more people, and subscribe for more episodes just like this. We will see you next time. Bye.
Bye.